Good morning, everybody. I have been hard at work on another exhibit and display for my artwork. So I've taken a little bit of time away, and I keep saying that I'm going to develop a schedule and stick with it, and then different projects pop up and I have to devote my time and my energy and focus to that to get it off the ground and get it into collaborative spaces with others who are like-minded individuals like myself on the topics that I delve into. And as I was thinking last night before I went to sleep, and then I woke up this morning, it was still a thought that was in my head of when you have clearly cut the cords with old dynamics or paradigms, and you are moving into whatever that new chapter is, and you have those old people from your past that want to resurface and have an issue with, say, how you are independently supporting yourself or how you are paying your bills, if you're paying your bills on time. And it's not really about if you're paying your bills, it's just the fact that you don't need outside assistance or outside help to maintain your life, to maintain an on-time life in terms of making sure that you have what you need and also having extra for things that you want. And it's like somebody pocket watching your money for you because they don't believe that you can manage it without them. And then they become upset when they see you gaining traction and success and new endeavors. And it's like, well, why can they do that and I can't? I should be able to. I mean, why couldn't they have done that when they were with me? Well, maybe, just maybe, God didn't allow it to happen that way because God knew that person from your past would have sucked you dry financially, spiritually, and emotionally, and you would not have ever profited in the way that you should from your own creative skill and talent. And when you encounter people in situations like this, recognize that this is a resurgence of a pattern, that the past is throwing it out as a temptation to fall back into the need to nurture this person that is not willing to nurture themselves, so that they are able to then use you as a scapegoat for everything that goes wrong in their life, right? And so you're not focusing on what it is that you want in life, what it is that you've been investing in. Again, you are up under their control. And it's a very underhanded, underachieving type of dynamic that keeps you stuck and keeps them perpetually in the favor that is actually your favor, that is covering them because you're with them. And as I thought about that, when you are a good-hearted person and you remove yourself from those unfortunate types of situations and dynamics, it's not that you willed it to happen to them, but this person or a group of people will naturally begin to decline because of the choices they were making when you were a part of the narrative. And the results only amplify when you leave, because now it becomes a hate train against you for recognizing the pattern and putting an end to it. And then as you move on, if you begin to use it as an analogy to help other people to recognize similar dynamics in their own life so they can make better choices for themselves, it becomes the issue that they have with you. So now, where once you were the target of this group or this person, you then also become the target after you leave, because now you're the only thing they can talk about because they have nothing else going on in their life. Because they're not going to face whatever fears they have. They're not going to face whatever inconsistencies are present in their interpersonal dynamics, because they didn't face it when they were with you. They used you as a scapegoat and pushed everything off on you. And the implosion that happens from that is massive, and it's very chaotic. But it's not your responsibility to hold their hand and walk them through that. They're going to have to learn to hold their own hand. And as they walk through that experience, actually face what it is that they have been running from, without using the vessel of another person's pure intent to overcome it. They are going to have to do the hard work to overcome it. And oftentimes, as that unfolds in the natural life, it looks like family deserting them, the loss of jobs, car wrecks and accidents, just things that you would never want to happen to another being. But they do, because that is the wake-up call that they needed to face their own inner demons, rather than projecting them onto somebody else who's already done the work that they need to for themselves. Because I am, and you are, not here as another person's savior. You are here to live your experience. And that means that when you come full circle in your life, many things that you thought were steady and stable will be made known to you. The true essence of what they are will be made known to you. And many relationships and dynamics will be removed from your life. And that is as it should be, because when you go through a cycle of change and transformation and healing, you can't remain in the same state you were in when you started that journey. You have to be in a different mindset and different space. So I offer this to encourage you to not give up, to not turn away from those hard conversations that you know you need to have. Could be with yourself, that if you truly want, this is an example, if you're talking to yourself and you're saying, you know, self, I truly want this, you have to have that conversation about why it is that you're then not taking every possible step to get in alignment with what it is that you want. Why does this one habit or relationship or dynamic feel so comfortable to you that you would rather stay within the framework of it than to step out into the unknown to gain what it is that you say that you want? And only you know the answer to that question. Only you know the dynamics to that situation or that habit or that relationship, whatever it is, and being honest with yourself about the answer that comes to mind, especially when it's not an answer that you want to accept or conceptualize into awareness. There is a need for you to be transparent with yourself and accept that on the one hand you are saying you want this, but on the other hand there's still one little bitty area, or maybe a few, that you are struggling with. And struggling in those areas doesn't mean that you're not in alignment. It just means that you're delaying the process, the ultimate outcome that you desire from coming into being in your life, whether that's giving up cigarettes or giving up alcohol or just quitting toxic relationships, even toxic friendships, whatever it is. Encourage yourself today to face whatever it is that you are wanting to push to the side, and just delve into it and get to the root of what it is that keeps you stuck in delay mode rather than decision mode of consciously deciding what it is you want and then going after it to achieve it. All right, I will see you on the next video.